Gaff, how do we come through Tuesday's game? Any injury issues?
No, I think in terms of from injury point of view, no, everyone's fine. And yeah, we go again this weekend.
You took responsibility for Tuesday's defeat, but can we take some confidence from that second half performance, in particular going into Saturday?
Yeah, the second half was brilliant. I think I think I had to take the responsibility for that first half. I think I also have to give the players big credit for the previous 3 games, where we had 3 clean sheets. We were very good in an attacking sense, worked incredibly hard without the ball, and I think in almost every post match it's really been, or I've really spoke that the players deserve the credit. So in that first half against Charlton, I have to. I'm part of the team as well, so it's at that moment I had to take big decisions at half time. I had to try and change the team tactically. I said in the media as well that the 3 players that I changed, it's a really tough moment but certainly no blames attached to those 3 players. I had to make a tactical change, and the second half was, the second half was very good, as good as we can play as a team, but the task was just too big.
Is it all about mentality now going into Saturday in every game? I think you talked about making sure the mentality is right week in, week out. Yeah,
it has to be. I think that's a big thing is the training ground. So every single day at the club we have to have that mentality that we have to be at our very best each day. When we're not, as we saw in the first half at Charlton, as we've seen other games this season, any team in this league can hurt us, and we just have to have a real strong mentality. And I think that's a big thing around the culture. I think that's something that is slowly building. I don't think it's an overnight solution. We're really trying to look forward. I'm desperate not to speak too much about what we've been through, but from that sort of moment of when Mr. Danson took over to now, I just feel like the culture is really starting to build. But it's not gonna take 2-3 months. That's gonna be a period of time where we really hopefully get to a place where we have that mentality and the culture every day that we're looking for.
On to Saturday, and how will the game differ to what it was like 2 weeks ago?
I guess we'll see. I think I actually really liked the performance against Exeter. I think the way that they play, they have a lot of rotation in terms of wing-backs, 10s, even the midfielders dropping into their last line, so they can build up with a lot of players. Sometimes that leaves us with a choice. Do we try and press as high as we can, press with 5-6 players, maybe leave a defensive line of 3 or 4? But actually I liked what I saw. I thought I'd like to try and have more of the ball if we can, but the biggest thing that came from that game is that whenever we won it, I felt that our front 3 were a massive threat. At times they leave us 3v3 with their back 3 and our front 3, and I actually really respect a lot of their players, even within that back 3. I know Amos and Sweeney, they're sort of the culture of the team. So, but I feel that when we are left 3v3, then we can definitely be an attacking threat.
This club and you in particular have obviously a strong affiliation with the FA Cup. Is progression in this competition high on your list of priorities?
Yeah, I think everyone. Even look, we went to Wrexham and unfortunately didn't got beat on penalties. But I've taken the EFL Trophy extremely seriously. Same with the FA Cup. Yeah, I'd love a cup run, but these things are easy to say. It's going to be a tough game, a really difficult game, like the last one. As I said, I really respect the club. I don't know too much about Exeter. I know a little bit in terms of the fan ownership. They've got an amazing history with their academy producing players for them. So I've got full respect for the club, but I know it's going to be a fight. And the message to my players is that they were brilliant in those 3 games that they won. Everything the players did, the mentality, some of the quality they have on the ball. If we bring that again, and the mentality's right, we have a chance.
Gary Calder also will know a lot about FA Cup. Will you share a glass of red room after the game and relive some of those memories?
No, probably not. No, it's we're going down there to we're going down to try and win the game. I'll prepare the team as best as we can. I think any friendship or friendly discussions or anything like that, we can wait to the end of the game. But it's it's a massive game for us, really big. I really want us to show everything that we did in those 3 games that we'd won. And then let's see if we can win the fight first.
And obviously, the final word on the fans. Not easy to travel again to Exeter 2 weeks later.
No, it's tough for the fans, I know, and it's more costly. But I think when that draw was made, I think speaking to supporters, even some of their staff down there, they expected me maybe to be a bit less positive about the draw and how difficult it was, but I don't see it that way. That's a cup. The great thing about the journey is I get to spend more time with our staff, get to spend more time with our players. They might not see that as a positive, but it's we get to be together as a team. So the journey, I know it's harder for my fans. I know it is, or our fans, and but in terms of me, the length of journey doesn't matter. I think as soon as the whistle goes, the bus journeys and overnight stays, it's irrelevant.